so na said winim dadano yamba wote ye over the weekend say Raf beba wo share enema a course so ewo ye Rage Hospital wa menu mienu na ni ho Raf ena ya ni video wo twa ye no ema ye na ye hu nsem ni na mu bi sa asem no te sen se asem na nkasa etese no Raf na nkasa wa ha obecheche ni na mu yi ede amaye wo de no to nchen a anope ya ye bochre o ye anesefo nkabo muku wo mo kasa mafo waka bibi bra ya mtenka kremam why obetenka Raf akwaba
yeah
bibi aboko
bibi anya boko enso ye be fa ne sa
bibi anya boko
sa
ba de be fa ne sa wani ade o
meni nye den sa meni nye den sa me run a ho nsem
okay anope ubu baby asa wo ba wusi wi bro ni kraman ya
o ya bro from kraman free for baby ni na o yen shada andwene o
wo say
yen shada andwene
hwe ne ye na
edin o
sa
edin pa captain edin
yen shada andwene sa o
captain say ye dwene a eba ne sen na obi a sebi o man ye wo mo ma ye medicine bebre pa wa ha pa yi menye medical person me school yi kura man ko bi ye mfa ne sa but obi a wosua medicine bia nim say unya shoulder dislocation a very hard for you to even sit upright like this.
That's yes, sure.
Right? 2, for you to be moving that same dislocated shoulder, no, it's one of the painful things. Say, I cast a dislocated shoulder. Na obia sebiu itafrache or say or no emebunu bia bebo ewura ne so ebi boneti ebi bonenim. Do they push you? No, I didn't see. Was it a tap or a fist? I can't differentiate, but I was able to dodge some of the fist. Na ye wo nipa e wo kura yi mu pa omo hwe. Na say the main substance of the issue has been neglected. Na mum sa entro yi na ye di etira. We are building a society of lies. And no until I be say make enye meni na den yaw. It's hard, it's painful. And ebi mukra no so nenam anasifo ni bi na onko school na do you know what it takes to become a nurse? Nyame nsiramu na oma munyansa ne ahoden nimdie ni bi nka ho na untumi mfensua bebre na de ye hu die ebi anu eden say ye ba no professional negligence and no medical negligence, so professionalism negligence. Come on, it's too bad. Adding, and we need to do something about it.
No, so my phone shall say a video about Kubia na Udia Kwabia or Kuhi Ball a good quahono. Fano shall say, mammy. And then Udia Quadis
and the Meniaji papa for the first time. Captain, what do you say? Jumedia me din Wagana Hanko for dear Timbe Brebeno. And the pet any other matters a radio station and TV station be a cassette Jumedia Udia Ukodia Branty BH. A Branty or the ball and Kogu on. May driver or trafficking. And I mean, who said traffic can it say, you know, while parking a car, Eddie Siwo. And that trotro. David, a private car, yeah. We in a ball, I was side of a Kaswa overhead, you know, I say. Right after the police station, no. Traffic catching. Now, in a ball, I know, Eddie go. Now, they say, me crying in a desk about that, or that's the other park out, or we was to go work out. Momo Famufi. It hurts. So as obia sebio madwene ye adwuma ebum yese mabodam me ye hooligan a hoodlum ne trinhia ye sei sebio me trinhia ye sei but omo yi omuti sakola ne cat papa no bebre na no
uni nyansa chen wo
Minim nyansa nkyem na mo medwene kon kan kye yom.
And they say this, wo dey nkra no hye tem da no.
Because ebia de omo mu hu no. Senior me madwene nyanyi no. Me hu nyom atrasa.
Okay.
Because na nipa de sa ball na egu no. Na nipa gina ho. But obia e hye no. Say as if it's nothing. Na ye wia ye de onu awura ade kromponti e ma ye yare. Captain, oman yi mu ade ba ko e de ye ko hospital pa ye den. Efi.
Yeah, sure.
Efi. Cause obo oman yi mu a, we road accident if you are. The next thing na eku ye pa malaria. And mpanyimfo na de na beka ho. Stroke and diabetes. Right? So ade ba ko a ha ye pa wo oman yi mu efi. Na se obi ade e betumi de wako hospital. Na sebio nurse ni atena wa ahwew na waka cho se uwu no kona koje card bransa na ahwew na se no no enye we hi asem se obehwe se obi yes ade na obesi ne kwan a medie me mperema ummeye da wu fi no na mfa me mom enkoda hospital no yin se me du wono ma ye nsentro a me ni adwuma papa bia ye ye de me ba hospital a obi onu kosua nurse akosua doctor papa be kire me say ntimi mpo me ntwan nyare na maba ho no mo wa be kire me. I had to drive behind this guy yeah for more than 10 minutes. You go we're in the traffic. Oh Danny. So the gu ho no me si ko ne car no me ko bisa ade oye no onsi no be say ball and info ino tu the car no inside me nam fom into tu car ne ko a me no me ntumi ndi etiri okọ but onim say me tu car di nechi nti me hu the car na no de nam no and I could see the car ahead of me in the traffic and I keep monitoring the car until I may try to maneuver myself through to get more closer. Oh say me di nechi no and o mane na me so me mane bi di nechi na captain uni masere se me wo time ha me de car ne nam na me chase obi a ono de ball atu be bi se me kwa akọche no me nya adwuma ma assembly bia o minye eduma ma sanitation agency obi anto petrol ma me car na me de nam na nkasa petrol no ubia na wo bu 100 egum enti anadwo me koda no me mu ti me nam woni ya no me da gauge ina ma san de kodi obi eti ni pay ebi kura de wa fill tank ina wudi na ti petrol kakra na ewom no ti me nam ya me mpa ebodi ya ni se urade ma me nkoka na baby akwa no so de me wura ye no ohun saa kasoa. Oh, Baby, do toll there is a block factory. Be on side right to say when you are coming from Kasua. Before the toll booth, there is a block factory, and some we descended at their core overhead and a toll booth on and on Wi-Fi. Inti, a chino on the day, can create, and no mammy, and another demenqua, a totacha. Say a tour than the Kamu, and I be than the Kamua, who says, no, so you be beer, or bet to Miaka say, he felt threatened, so no be edinity. And out of self-defense, one, Ghana for ye ni momo and a rage assembly about ye. Atamu di and neglected the main focus of idea. A mad your course in your course, and comedy my tempapa. A bimba qua solely him hanky, quasia. So I could didn't so. Or predodo. But na me qua idea, a babu mine. A bit sepin ye thinking. Me kwa ya media kweti ya kwa laki Ghana ya yale ba kwa me ka ho aseba ka no energy be sada no yam build a society. We need to have country and town planners. I be arrange into every society biano. There should be a drive in and a drive out. Into ura baby there shouldn't be any instance wakwa kopem. Into na boa me akwa no wurem no ka na me dinati no wa na me dinati me ya kwa ya na fi okopem wo me so me dinati unu ya da ho ne enko so okwa enko isi awapem. So I need to make a turn around no so na ne ho na ye nia yensan so nko asem apie fi nanum ne say na me meje no
na data na wonye wade no
me ekita me
okay
nti I record wom na mo ye TikTok live no on the TikTok violations no say who drive it na say who ye live camera ni nya twem wo steer wheel ne so a on me start video ne down so video no a camera ne fast no and almost start video na and almost starting it down the video no wouldn't save.
Okay,
so who video ni we are the video will save automatically. But almost start video ne down per the violations now. Into how man I me ba live on Facebook. Into Mejo Obeje saying ne down komoni niano wasn't on TikTok. And almost share TikTok that time niano. Can attest to this. And I told him, so the sika meje no. On fan ko chiama assembly no. because I know said there is a fund so yes I didn't nti yanko no nko tue sika ma assembly no tue sika ma assembly we are me so me de part of my advocacy am pesa abanye bibi fa ho and say omo de baller egu abontin nia no se wono mu nsuo 50 pesos na sa wototo fom a yenchew na ye moka 500 cedis now so obi chew so the rubber to fom a na ye ka tani pan so do ba ye be man 100 cedis a captain on boys no go overhead na say one second so metin kofo de o makono na say ye che umpo na wutumi ye able to convince nipa no so when fame nko na me ma even 50 cedis na jamia for the fact that we che nipa no even 50 cedis and nipa no so nim say ye do kwa ye be 500 cedis a on di 50 da obeka cho say man 3 million na on jao because so kwa ban wa ko 5 million utia da 3 million ne kwa ma sa nipa no aye adwuma ama aban indirectly no wo tia ne ka and etina o de ball abeto fom bi no enti aban enye bibi mfo sa de no o ma ya watchdogs enti wo hwa me na me hwa me ma te Gordon so the final to fom emi agene 500 etina Godwin na ma o ta say captain di bi beto fom no wa che no wa di sika asem within 2 years Accra will be one of the cleanest cities. Enti me so me punishment ne say ball na ode to ho no ye ma ne praye ye ma ne shovel kantan ka ho aye mfa nko na onko pra ne nyamfio captain unimade na e mobo ye do kaso tax force a omo ye in charge of sanitation praye pe na omo ho so shovel say whatever ye so omo de bi ti gata nim asa e bi ni ho so this tells us the lack of logistics any nyoma ye lack e wo ye institutions bebree but still na mu ma bem me ma kwani gina so ko haye abobo ya se campaign ni wa fa abobo ya akotwe e ko gina kwan no so e make sure say me meeting na me ko sa abre na ma me pie no me cancel no na me gina we make sure say wa pra baller no asesa fom wonu mu nia e mama ye convince say efi bi enguo na ade e ma me yes ade ni nia ni a day before that kwan ne baller na beto no me ba krom na omu gina ho no omu sesa baller no ade tenya wo ba yi ufie baller e dia bego say ye ni kwan ya ye de jeje baller ye strategize yi na baller e ye sika papa
that's it afei rich proper e ye den na do copy rich
minim say mo betumi de minim ma menhwe say we eni ye ba be program bi e wo Ghana ha and matisa waka ho nsem bebre red ya abe ya boys bi gina wa na omo da o gina ho pa wada nti me wo na me nya call from one man be a friend Mr. Eric or the CEO for Bike Life ye kromu ya yenia yenim yenua no mu bia omo de car in a exhibition omo so de no enye car omo de ni motorbikes enye motorbike your friend is saying hygiene ne royal nkitingiti bio motorbikes are a year at worth like $40,000 $30,000 bikes akesia na bo edin pa nti we mu ye adefo a omo very responsible people in the society. Now, as part of our program, no, now a council, you be called saying acquire advocacy. I'm a boys now almost treat to respectfully. A bimo elusi omu future out of this drugs are omu take care omu name the effects of it. No, you be called. So last 3 weeks, you call circle. You call see a bimo. You ni omu edi nkomo omu person omu ko omu krum. Ye tue bi mo lorry fare ye kwhwe ye arrange car e de bi mo ekoi doctor fo a omuso volunteer ye eko psyche e bi mo e ma emwa bi a na e wo say ye de boa as part of the program ye now last week yeah because Enra barely 1 week as asem ni see ye no now say omude bikers ni nia no eko the venue of the program no which is at the Independence Square now omu kwatre omu how the program will be arranged and say oh yeah biker no ebusuafo be ba bia o ba pe aha na be park o car and na oh yeah biker mo ba mo be wure ma fa so part of the arrangement you know ye koye ni nia and no last day for no before then ye din kai ko Osu Castle Honum side and omo koye meeting omo ye no movie the call Independence Square no It lasted for barely 15 minutes. And I almost say Sundays be almost exhibition, motor exhibition. What do you call it? N1 also. So almost person almost call na yene boys no enko kasa as to the abuse of drugs in there, which is part of the program. So we went there. Ya call hodom na accident be see. Boy no pray minimum that.
Oh, minimum
no baby.
Guy no pray na mo the hospital no
minimum that.
Who need that?
Me no angaza mboni me. Ebi onu di oni me. What time I could do woro. Boss senior rat challenge. So I know the ebi oni. But me die minimum no me hu no wi ase baby ada. Now, on say na ye advocacy as to the abuse of illegal drugs. So na ye the other side. So when I saw the crowd, now I'm saying, no, let me get there and see what is happening. Me could do almost say, boy, Senebako has been involved in an accident, man. The NATO Kamu Echo Hospital. This was around 5:40, 5:50 thereabout. The Echo Hospital. So maybe imagine saying, Kameko Hospital. So I went in to move my bike. So I call Legon Hospital, knowing that was the closest proximity in terms of medical health. So be in emergency. I hold on the nebeko. See, me kono, and I'm saying me friend CEO because one, me angasa bike life no. Me said I'm a registered member. And you're part of the advocacy. I no. And I'm saying jimoto bako na yenko, right? So me friend no, na me manenya where say me the bike no ko ako shebo no almost win accident no. See, me friend no amfa. So me do Legon. No, sorry, Accra Mall. Me make the 10 and I be ras yako. And I'm a call from him. Say, Memra, na by no de do mo yen wo hono. I need to come back. And I'm like, what is it? No, so me to me afraid police amano. And I know him to be a very emotional person. So certain things, the fact that Ebia obe to me afraid paying be and also obe to me afraid the police for them to come and take charge of it. No, doesn't mean say you should abuse that opportunity.
Okay.
Let me calm myself, assess the situation, and if it needs a police, then we can place a phone call. Maybe do one of my boys matter. So I dealt with it and I told them, say, Charlie, you better be a kwakoshe boy, no. And also, Wama boy said didn't kind of quarter. So let's do what actually brought us here. I was just told that there's been an accident. One of the guys, is involved out in the hospital. So after roughly 15-20 minutes, and I almost say, I get ready, but as part of solidarity, to me, now without nothing. So let's go to the hospital. Now, a home in a mammy say, I'm not Courage Hospital. So we moved from your friend saying Fiesta Royal Traffic towards the N1 in a Omukofa, Achimota, Honomono, Ekofa, Achimota Ma 7 overhead in Asewo, and make it a 10 Achimota inside one. Maybe on my astrotef bino. Eko Dani Omu walk or yeah, home, like a cranameno, Omo Yanamishuru. And the accident didn't see granted. A yapenma could nim. So they moved far forward. Yeah, call Rage Hospital, you do Tesano police station. And one of the boys, Epija Motono, because I was at the others also Tesano police station. Almost that concrete block, it divided quite into two.
That's right.
And see, Mimijina, this side. And a boy need the motor, never crash. Motor is by 6. Hey, pim, into Obia from the Mema, sorry, if you should any rough. Tale we pray mu okay my so we mu obi an sorry nti me bi so obi no e na me hu se nsuo na mensa ho na boy ba ko say boss Ralph it be like you hurt too me share na me pray na me say tale omoma yenko right so me tira motorbike na so no and I realized no and yes something I can use my hand to ride again besides not the crotch of the bike ebu nti you will need more effort to be able to hold the crutch nti one of the guys engine bike na yenko. Don't forget, me say time and yenko after that minute riding through Achimota kwan no that way no. You find say 15-20 minutes any they making all those ride That time you know the boy na hospital that. And my bikers no be na dey call into omo. Ye movie any you could do one no. Nobody that I can confirm. and the motor right inside. Oh, me and Kasa, if almost CCTV footage, almost from Rabontain, who Baby Rager on your left side, says Omoton Town, and then your Mabiono. That was where Omurai, our Mukopaki motorbikes.
Obian Famoto Raho.
No, Mimi call for na many Omuko on they all parked outside. And Nante, so I walked. Say police for no more station on them that time. No, also, oh, Baby Rema, almost some gate, Ketwabi. So now me may far inside. So one girl called a friend say, Yefaha, right? It's the police for no more. If there is a CCTV footage, I showed the entrance of the hospital now, that I was working with 3 guys. No, no, much concerned with. Oh, Charlie, mo could go make them attend to you. So you really, me name so producers able to me the boy now or share me no atusua. When I entered, and I'm saying, Charlie, can somebody come and attend to me, please? I'm hurt. And I boy the guy said, oh, we come to attend to you to now Jimmy. So we laughed as boys. And I said, Charlie, boss, Momo Kwaje Okadu. And I went, oh no, catch him say, go and sit down at the trauma place one. It's me kwat now. Me kwat now, many of one or mutu nyane eto a yedi nkomo. And I boy ne sound so ba ho no mu biem. Or ba no catch him say, a day they see I'm telling Charlie, menya problem, mum share mo mepe pa de ma me na munjai, a day they see. When we are no we can attend to that. And obisa me card no makwa na me so mo kwaje. That time me driver's license. And the amount one of the guys now all boy no mo de ba accident a room one no. Say onje no kwaje me card mreme. Minim sa your friend is saying me hu mo camera ni yi. Sa papa ya ye so na ye secretary to Ghana registered nurses then or namo kase na makono mo red the name boy sibina ye buy me ye very much sure say no match video na we hu se me kwaje card no inti ena omu gira so say oba no ena ye se onkwankwaje card
o nti kwaje card no
me card no me producer betumi dia to so confirm to so
e won rage wa
me masanya ma mo producer nko betumi dia to
nti enya mpa se okoi wanje card
oh me what raise a card that me Jane on the 17th. That dano.
Into J card.
Me J card.
All right.
Established.
Okay, that's established.
Me J card. Now, card in some more cano. Guy now must we prada ono. And honomuna da come say, and they didn't know that I have other evidences. And Sabre ni ampuna me ma live. Na me live pia.
Oh.
Sabre ni nya etonia na me live bia. Inti ehonu na ye di nkomo no na that lady here o claim to have been assaulted ono na that video no so no mu hwe TV na ono na da so no na hwe nya no ono kwa na pie ba ndo pie ba ye no na o ma lock room no e mo begina gate na no inti media o me ka se nia no na o gina ho inti ehonu na lady ba ko pie e wo inside wo de o ka se mo mpanyimfo di musika wi a na mo ba hospital na ka se mo nkoto nyoma na mo di blame ba be maye no eno ena ono bisa oba ibeka say can I see your palm? Can you turn around? Na when you no so status many. Na can I see your palm? Mo mpe bibi me padi ma me.
Oh, to that time ni na we pra.
Me pra obi anhwe me. Inti on no say o ma me nhwa ajaye, e no say rura inside. So she went inside and omo to dan nim. So omo say no mu di nkomo no. One of the ladies I know so say green, e pie ba abonten. O pie ba abonten ono so be ye the girl ba ko ne ye na bia. And I'm saying, never bet that is my mention was animal done with it. And on to go inside. Right?
So, how many minutes are we prano be a share war rage?
That time,
20 minutes.
Never, bro. Roughly 25 minutes going.
All right.
Right? So that time, you know, and boy, no, right? No, the girl, no, Bako, the also we pray. A buy. Into no buy, no. No baby say girl no gina on say ade de ba asem na esi no mo say we pra no no say oba be hwe me nti onu kwa na ko inside e ko fa agos na o mo say bi ni won ye nkoto bi mra no onu ko fa ba ko bai no say me fanto me nsa no so at the moment in fact say e ka say obi attend to obi a minim how they explain that because obra me gos wa me hwe me
o se fanto so
me fanto so na me fa me nsa to se na be ya Mojana Emba. And the lady now, or bar second, Ebeka say, men done men san non shana me bisa say, na de taxes in sunino. Or no so ba honum bia no kita plaster. Say men fan talesu instead of men sanam liberto sono. Intibede, we show me video ba kona. Na men sano ya de plaster. Atale hu ana meto. Me catch o mu kra say, Chale, say ya na ti o boy na almost omo nhwe no because nti many omo ayete wo no na edi nkomo e ka say nduro bi mpo omo so omo dey attend to him no say ye call KUSI ansa na akonye bi na ye ni bibia ese nka emergency ward no
be o here say no range asem na wo kan say duro ebi no be hwe dipa na we plan na no je mo call kan shi
eno na girl ne kwa kan say mo mpayimfo ni wia musika wia na mo be kan nti o na me yi phone say asem na kan no na me record ye hear evidence nti wo de ka na afi de me record ma
ho na de wo live ne ba ye
ehon here na me start live no
okay
ehon here ye part of evidence me dey kwa kasa after the medical and professional negligence no intika. And I even stated say if there is a challenge I will go through you voice it out so that we will be able to address it as advocates. Na say to me say in pain phobia ya catch almost say we muni ade a omo hospital on omo fam ntimo mo because here dey say yes you be kasa straighten the system no e hodum no omu nia no obi ehun say camera say no lady here o claim say aboni because say or the gods in the brain no there was that I mean relationship ordinance club a bomb me phone no say stop the recording into the boss we no ka say ye dina anum ni akra ye you did on boys you ko ba no mo ko be nia no e na msika kra ye e na mse da bi nya abotre na hwehwe na e bia na ato abebi o ko na wo ba no so there was no instance that girl no come ni nya any provocating argument be and anything that could trigger say me de me nsabeka no there was nothing. Enu free wono ni nya na me nya live o inti enu mu no e na me de phone no say me botom me record the conversation na e koso e wo word ho enia which I have it now me ye na me tie nsem o mo kania no ene na nurse phone no gu a o mo ye o modwuma boys no o mo de boy ni nkai ko hospital no remember me minim guy no I don't know him from Adam. But why somebody in the hospital, they keep going in, coming out, going in, coming out. Now me cry, me catch up, me say, calm me down. They would attend to it. Move down, I mean, no, that ne ban asono, ne ban sasono. I had all those videos, and those are things that I may cover just to speak about some of these things. That it's unprofessional and inhumane. Say ye be man nipa ma me pengina ni tiri hu dwena ye fita. Na say e bi ne mpampo e na bi ni ho. Ana ye ni stature. I bet to be atoso. Say ye nya time mpom me share na ana ye assess na obetumi free them na no nsa so na wada stature no so ana
ante na nya maame no mo kuta ne nana na mo ne nana no mo
ne nana akola na kita maame payini a oda ne nsa so ko back and forth eba and I had all those recordings ni nya ye nyoma na me cha right Reach hospital and because they say na this medical asemo mo ka say bleach of people's privacy near them. You can't put cameras on them.
Okay.
Right? Unless a criminality is being perpetrated.
Okay.
When there is a criminality being perpetrated, some law of breaching privacy, no. I don't think say law ye be no be chechemu. Only now who catch me say me ba ufie which is your private residence. I am not even allowed to take selfie without your consent. Because your private place.
That's right.
But when me ba ufie now who bo here and I want you to say we are me go to I have every right say me wo kwai bi a to me as an evidence.
That's right.
I am not bleaching any protocols of that. Embassies ain't allowed to be taking photos. But when there is a criminality being perpetrated in an embassy, you have every right as a Ghanaian to do whatever it takes to have an evidence of proof.
That's correct.
So when me Pia Montana, boy sene ba ku hu me, said that video no betumi dey to so a. E no obi sa me say, "Oh, Bosu Raf, they don't attend to you yet." No, let me quote him right. They finish with the dressing. And I say, "Charlie, they don't do nothing." No. And I all refer me to me ba ye na me catch omo say, "Omumpie." No one patient, you know. That be why I tell you say these people it be pressure than they need. But could give them pressure.
Guy in the casa.
Video.
Okay.
So a honum you did up penteno. That time the phone kitobi no recording. So I had to take the phone and enter inside the hospital. Me right inside the BM and I make call trauma room honum ni BM.
Maybe I branted it.
Say me kwa because now one guy if you want me pay say tale the boy no ewu Inti on video ni mu no na mo compress no. Saa bre no na nurse for bi gina station wa why say obi se ho no more than inside na moto mo say e gina ho in the video. So saa bre ni mu no and I'm like what is this? So can somebody do something? Obi nye bibi ye tell my boy newu. No, at this point evidence na on my phone so no can be doctored. And I'm a boy. So me to me aka say wakoye editing o twitwa baby dia be say baby. So let me go live so that say baby to boy na there will be an evidence of proof.
Okay.
Me koye live ni mpo no. Sentro a etegu. Ene yesi okọ ho, ene yesi we njaye obi a because ono pe na e Ghana ni. Ena sa kwa no me I just don't me na me be suit here me say me say for a reason no. Yes say I'm so my way no say suit and it say onim nyansa. Because sa kwa na ngasa me ka se mo so mo ba oni o mu tiri hwan yi say. Ena omo ba hoodlam sa raf no on ne bo akwa no yes o twi no fom butu no me enti na me say quote na ebia me so mehu nyansa aka bia cause am so my way we say quote na anu nyansa but sa bre na me wo hospital ma me na no do obi na so ne ba eba me hodi nka be ka che tata na me call live e be ka che obi se o me ka che me say ne na oda obi na so no se me ke bi mo a ye be hwe no Sama aminu eba mi video ni kwasa be ka say opacho boys ni mra fom right and boys na no omubu ofu na omu agitate no was when a omu hu boy ne da mpaso a ne hu po and e honum no na me saw live me call nursing station they were all standing there as if nothing was happening. Now yen clarify we sa koya ne trimi we yi ne kama wo hwe na gentleman pa wu na be ka so nipa bia na dwene edwuma but Odina TV so call back and forth church and semuno. Or say boys no eba world per the account I the man but when to me who adwene ye nananom ye nananom say penyi dua mate mante ena se banyansafo mpo se ye kasa na se okana nutuma ye kan nyansafo a ye kan ne kan hey sorry kwasia thank you se kwasia okana nutumu nyansafo mu a ye kan ne kan yen hwa akoi se na dwene ye adwuma ana na dwene ye adwuma o se time a ye be wure mu no ono pe na account o raf no ye hye ni wie ye a opie ye se ompe de ya ma no ompere eno no opie ye no e na kofa boys na mo bo mu di moto 25 obi a nipa mako na tie eno omu be wure mu na omu ba no nurse for ne ye smart o ye ne se ya na o ye omu ye smart ena omu te moto no suna no ena omu dwane ekọ woro omu ho ehye mufti by get we no na onu dia baby ohoro ne nsa nti onu we hu ti raf na ye ne sa ohoro nu ababu no boys ni bi body ti no omu body na ye ne sa. Meanwhile captain in the video time I may ba be call live no there were some nurses attending to even a patient ewo the trauma room ho na omu banage ne nan videos ne wo. I took it private because na moja gugu fom me pese me ka say there should be even an employment ye be fa nkofo a ye surgery no almost clinic a form moja de begu baby a cleaners e paper. There should never be any instance say ye adwuma na moja gugu fom na obi ano mort na da fom no sir. Oh hospital me wo videos ni nya o rich na wo kan yo captain enya makolas enkomo na ebi na kwaku cham krom kom wata enya gomu asem ne ka enya gomu rich and crime the Washington DC of Ghana
boy
say America for the Washington DC enti yeso ya Washington DC Accra hospital no mort gugu fom say me hu say video yi betwa mamohu na me ka ma men kama no mpontum na we ukokan ye be ba bebo inti sabre ni nia no eye nwoma na me twa say later me kwa akohu minister ankasa the videos not say no just to also contribute to the betterment of the government because ye nia no ya sodie ya sade say be boa say nwoma bi a enye no ye betumi atwitwa na ye de atrempen for no ma ye bibia fa ho enye social media keke me social media yi omo ye social nkofo so blogger me nya vlogger omo ya vlogging ya no omo monetize your account omo di jiska me ni monetize account bia o baby a My own is to just advocate for right things to be done. Captain, or say you be wure no. Ena omudwane pie ye ena call no kwa no mbebo no. Wo hwe video na anese phone na egu attend to obi. So at what point omudwane kwa woro mo ho a wo de wanyɛ smart a yebebu ni bi. Hemfa. Na nipa o a ya de ne ye adwuma. Ye wo kura mu. Ye ngote no, ye isabae no, ebi kura ba ku bi o se me ye national threat. Mimi mo me ye national threat. Me ema mebu no a omutumi tena social media eka se ye bekum president ye twa ne yiriti. We have a whole first presidential aspirant all contested to be a president. Ekosra omo hage omo na honorable minister of health eba hospital sabre na honorable ba hospital no obehu me no captain uni me bia na mfiba let me feed the health ministry. Because don't forget, I said, we are doing everything possible to make sure that we straighten the system and also help the government to make sure, and no man can the previous government in Libya, and they call prison, no. When we are here, you better yomo, near catch romo, no more to one, no more to a baby be found. And no, in our panel, may call your friend saying, Ministry of Health, me for Ministry of Health, one, and I mean, TSA, honorable crano. Or call hospital in respect to the issue that has happened. And I'm saying a fine case. Don't forget, Captain Udio Unim, Ashafu Ashayeni. Oh, Kwako, Minister Ukrumiano man. I shall be take 1,000 years. Kodako Bukuai, and honorable meeting, and on the way meeting, and or Quana, and a Bradice, I did so quiet inti. Say, oh, hot yeah, let me take advantage. Namin KUSI. Inti Osha Health Ministry to Reja, less than 2 minutes drive. So I drove in. Maybe do honomono. Lucky enough, not honorable any the medical team no AP. And sa honomono. Omo kase. Omo problem say. And a minister tia me so there is an issue no. Hospital ni niano. Omo of apeyini. And the
share hospital no so no.
Medical superintendent.
Oh, what hospital?
Your friend Dr. Leslie.
Okay.
And Captain Bisa say, then I'm who say friend Dr. Leslie. Time as I did the way we near Kosono. There was one lady at Obaho, say what is say, yes, you'll be about my old video. Kwasiasema kwakwa, in class for I am amazing. So me Piebano, no only one of the ladies or in that confrontation. And I called her said, Jano, you know, we're near the target. Where we all you say here because there is a system break, right? If the systems are well fixed, on to me pom yena nun dikrama impatem. Now hospital. If we are really upholding to our laws and punishing medical negligence and professional negligence, what she was doing is out of professional negligence. Onim yoye. Until ignore her. A honor na Dr. Leslie no. Oh yeah, the superintendent. Nenitia uni chasidi. Na mamento the contact. Lady no. Yes, I do. Then said, "Bam, I'm lady." Now, but now on Sunday nimne come here. It will be a different conversation. So who could you fear? Now to me bono, and yan and Nimun Cassa say, so boyfriend, who you be now to me answer. And they know the nurses were there. And no, and now, a honomono, don't forget, Saturday no, near Mamma Jai video no, when Mr. Eric came in and I say, oh, Ralph, stop the video for me. So after speaking outside no, I had to end it out of respect.
And Leslie.
Doc, they be CEO of Bike Life. No, so I be do.
Oh, okay.
Into Dr. Leslie, and now offer me said, no, Ralph, please, come. And not say, me ko say, "Dine back, Mr. Ralph. I am going to attend to you myself. Ignore whatever that has happened."
So in all this, no, now one Saturday I attending to
videos in here clear if they can play it.
And medical superintendent no share.
Oh, say,
regional.
Yeah, no.
Never from question dine back.
Go friend me ko say dine back. Time a lady ni ba wa. Or can say, you class for na when and one. I make us say, and Sabomia, it will be a different conversation. So Dr. Leslie has to calm the whole situation down. And Odiako said, or Odiako said, Honomono, and a lady named say, Ralph, I am a medical practitioner. I don't think it is safe for you to, at this moment, seek for medical help from any person here. Don't trust nobody. We need to leave. Wow. Dr. Leslie, and I make say, no, doc, we need to go. No, Ralph, please. I am going to attend to you myself. right? Into oniminia in a nanti pia bonting. Emma ordinary ID card. Emma me says I may say me seeking for treatment in all there. Baby, I'm a person menko. But if say I feel say so mamia, he's willing to do it for me. Dr. Leslie should go or call the minister and say he gave me his card. The only thing the card the man from Mahanum, right? The ID card, no, the man, one of the guys, and I'm the mom, and I was talking to one guy. Missiano, also a medical staff, I no stop him say, oh no, Ralph, don't go, please. I know you have been watching on social media. Come, I work here, I'm not a nurse, but come, let me see to you and make sure that they attend. And I'm saying, no, it's fine, I appreciate this, but I need to go at this moment. Dr. Leslie no me hunidi, I want a card and so. Or no, they walking me out of the hospital. So now, the secretary to the one papaya, or nam kasa biblei. Ono sa papa no se na mabu obi at that moment no enti eba ne say in a Dr. Leslie ba ye no. Don't forget Dr. Leslie had made a statement that is being recorded, but for the sake of what he did later no, I wouldn't want to talk about that because later on who say the oka ye no enkai, but he had come back to show remorse by telling me say so I need to ignore that. I don't even have to make that a conversation, right? But then, Senasa Breno, Mabu Obi and we prayer. And Kaudi said, Doctor, medical superintendent, we hospital, no, moon nurse for my activity go in your papa. On the yeja, honomono. Would you say, and Conrada say, Yankonamengosho, Obi Abone Bama, when you're dislocated shoulder, and Kadaf for stress in Quabeca, some permanent pay, right? But Osemoma, Ralph, Bramia Meshow. That moment now. Yes, I did the back and forth. I say, Macho 450 about Honomo, Trinity Media, or we form a conomo red, Abawi, Metie, minimum sanum, Obioni Mibiani, Menomonsa. I don't smoke, I don't do none of all these things they are accusing me of. Send your no case, and some of the colleagues on social media, they told us so, different from who he is. They all come from me, it's far opposite who I am.
Okay. And
Captain, okay. So at that point now, nasa conversation we cause say tax abe rem or ma be girl no mako pusina to form ma bobo no we pra no. There was a police presence. There were police officers. No mo koba e ma edu baby mpo no na me ni police for ni gina wa o mu tie Ralph preaching. Say wo police ni a wo gina we dwuma ne say wo bebo me ho ban. Nti ye gina he be a nurse no kunu a businessman or no and robbers are attack no your best friend wants on police right now police no echo na say and robber ni mu no etuo kana ya de ne be kɔ hospital ya de ne ba hospital nurse ni say wa bre okudidi aba mu nya abotre na mo de boba na mbe de enye fa video ba ko ne to so mame nurse ni. This video was a video what happened last year. I went as far as the nursing and registered whatever. Almost officer was she said me kwako report it. Nobody even gave me a human ear to listen to the plight of the people.
Then you see it.
But video no na Ghana for nchane ento aso. Ye ku maame ye muntie.
Okay, what the koso ye bebo.
Oh me hu so de atoso se sound ne ba mo motia. Nurse ni atomoduro e de ama patient e wo ward. After said doctor, a prescribe a drug man.
What Tomano?
Almost no hospital. I have evidences.
That's about okay.
Nurse for not than pharmacists or hospitals are almost no
bed. So don't need a tone and drew.
May say, Opa, yeah, man, nipa quine say, almost Fred attested to this. Almost tomato crabba.
Oh, David.
Jesus Christ. Eh?
Oh,
may say,
what's it? Well, who needs what's that? What that personal will tell you.
Captain, there are a lot of investigations. I do what you're moving. An opportunity. Abba. Say, dear, having your Rebecca. Captain, Udim say, Confanote. Oko emergency one man. Omutons was here.
Oh, and some of the BBC was a moment on social into
Confanote hospital. Emergency, for emergency. Omutons was here. What would Massa watch from me, Bosso? Captain, me hospitals are Makwa, Omo curtains esen ho, omo bed in sonko nsuo wom. E ma patient describe say ahanom in sonko nsuo e wa ade nim.
Ento the video na
no guy na oda hospital wonom no doctor a prescribe e duro di ama no doctor na prescribe e duro di ma no eba anopa orientation no e no behu se no eduro na egu ya no enye we na meka say ye mfa ama wo ye din kan administer two e wo so
yabotre to bo asesa mo me so jijidem wo she suit to ehu yansa sasa no oboka
de me kan e wo me tiri ni me ni ntade se ni
so ka so wo say
me pese me mo mu so mo suit se na nye yansa
doctor no a prescribe eduro wa tro eduro ayemfa mani po yare no doctor na de eche ye na oba bi mu no hu se eduro na egu ya afo ne nchen ho no nya no no chro ye to aso
na oka sa wie no ye ne rounds no na nurse fo no abese sasa nduro na fi ho akofa eduro fofo de abegu ho na boy na ye de sa de di me wo se me se obi twa ntro yi me ye bosomsum ni enro am ko hu me nananom enti centro na me twa captain me say I will fight for the people of this country and make sure that people's life will be saved in this country.
See, who doctor na be hwe eduro no ko na nurse fo no be fa de egu ho no
efi ho
no mo de fo
fra ba begu ho na boy na twa ato ne phone so dada
say
me de say na wo producer wo betumi de ato so
okay
ema boy ni twai enti oye na me bisa enti sandro na o twai na wen ina o de picture we sign me right enti e hodum no ni wufu ina o complain say e ye kum bia nkoma kuni dada that video no wo mommo masa ekum bia nkoma kum dada at that moment no anybody
hold on o mic ni ye yi ma me pia hye ho yi
captain meboa
o de o twen that's right
for top from 1000 the best 1000
yanto aso
now obi a na dwene ye adwuma bia at that moment no adwoble o why you mistake ade no could have taken the lives wano na okatum et said ekra mesrew et me pachew ya nye ne yi yesrew kwasasem akwa nkwasasem mobile hospital na mbesa meche what triggered me the most I am a nurse ni no odidi atem sa no say paracetamol de kum nipa o so eduro no ono de bre nipa no paracetamol na paracetamol de kum nipa na me man ko school abon nti me na ma na me keka nkwasasem
ko school paracetamol
minim minim now why ni complaining like that no and na wo say wo kan wanu tum na wo cheche ni mumpo say bia paracetamol your friend say tramadol ya enum say painkiller paracetamol ye painkiller but milligrams no say your friend say amount 1000 milligram na say ye nya paracetamol ankasa ye betuna ma tramadol ye your friend say bia 500 milligram e betuna sustain the same pain inti explain it no na ontiase these are some of the endron neguso no
but you drone na otwae do na that
right omo be yi fi ho no ni nia wo ho inti at the end of the day nyoma ekoso a me soli kutia sankase na betumi abo video baako na wo hwe word ho nom curtain se wo ho fi toilet room ho house apapai in fact it's very sad. So these are things that I am covering to make sure that at least I will help the system. And I know, Captain, the Omu Mikika wins a media, and you inquire. Now, go on for the currency. Me, the same hospital, I had to go and change almost toilet seat. Toilet seat, I never ward. Now, me for the currency, Masa, Masaudu, never Pabuye. And I did me say, I did a cool papano, me real way, and I said to myself that I will make sure I do that thing for the hospital.
Okay.
Toilet seat in water closet, apai. Apai. And yes, apai a crack you. Apai me ye free o. Inti oko hospital one ma. Say adena ahana pai seat round no. Apai inti say wo squat e won chen no. Say nyame ye wadom nyame ye wadom na wo Patrick Kane. Adeni betumi atwa wo be bibie.
Sure.
And then na papa the word one no da no. On penti or say or call word foforo akoja ne nan. E no ko slepe.
Nene ti ko bo from
alhamdulillah nyame na dema nyame na age ewia na na pen wila bi tekere no ho muslim yakoto ne twene. This was professional negligence that took the life of somebody. Me catch them who say I will do this for the hospital.
Okay, nti edro no ye be wie no ne aba ho. Edro no nurse ne fire no. Mo report my doctor and say na nurse na ye.
Doctor ni hu ye ono na confirm me say nye edro ni ni.
Oh.
Nti enya afi na akọ report bibia ma obia. Ono na confirm me man guy no.
And omo ye nurse ne dey.
Oda hu ye adwuma. En na ye asem we si ye. Fa ne to so na obia nhwe no. Owo comment sections ase e di atem
the same nurse
no ton duro obetu duro ma omo na obekun tokwa no. Oda so nanimu e mo fa ne mra. There be more for the and these people are not supposed to be in the agency and also the institution.
Wow.
Yes, medical way health a noble profession and I will work out. And noble, yet a noble must saying. And such people Muntie.
So a drone man no. Wouldn't Nasina or Doctor Nina or bet so a drone man no. Wouldn't Nasateno. And yes, wouldn't Nasateno. In a drone or Troino. Doctor Neba Wabba in our catcher say. And you drone a metromano and ye. This is it. And father didn't would you came to respond to me. And I'm telling you, sir, you are not being professional. You are not being professional. On Sunday come here. On Sunday come here. On Sunday come here. It will be a different thing. What will you do? There will be Messa and come into whom? There will be Messa and come into whom? There will be and Sunday come so you wouldn't see it. Say come here, you will feel it. Say Anna Mukunko for. Yakacho say for a Joe in a doctor atrama nipano or say doctor ne buy wakache ne say e do na mo de ma me no enye noa right enye noa de be bo noa witness na be friend oh my boss me pa cho tena say enye sa na te na do no we ni nya e baako na nu pa ye baako a nke ba ne say na doctor ne buy no o ka che say da bia ne do na me choma onimi ina o ka say ye kum bia enka ye kum ko ye din ka de do no mienu esi ne so dada baako na doctor ne buy no be ka say enye no no ya be say no ko e de fofra aba o se me ma ne nkasa ona wo ya macho into school no akwara anim nyansa no anu nie o doctor ni na obe tro adwo ni
Nsini captain.
Wow.
Ote na minim se sisi a woni twa asidi no ya kire nurse fo ni nya kan because we say o ma me o papa ne yaku no ba ko no so sa lady no so be kasa o rage no so sa woni twa asidi nurse ni o ubedu mame. It's sad. If say a trainee and call for say in a institutions, and then hospitals you pay, Captain. Idea where ya can one seminar. Oko filling station ko bufuela. Pump attendant no dina no. If you so entitled, as for you favor. Oko a bank. Now oko akoyiska. Tell her no te wono. The obeye no ho. I say sika na da ona ye ono ne dia. E no oyi bi amount. Oko police station ina wenya asem ina ani police ni kan how obey you police ni to me video ba ku be send me police ni achi obi eje onasum pow dan no we mu nia no me gye no wana me hu bia na me bisa nti Ghana yi I mean but ya fly nkoto ya say mabo nurse ni nti eno nsem na sisi aye
nti eno meba wano so but me pese me hu onobo akando ba ho no wo be kire mu Leslie be twen wo call inside now wo koto akando no den si
captain e na djuma hu ono wa ye djuma la chentu ni mo se wase akate abesi be bia bo pem ye no so commenter ni nya ye going for a commercial break yaba now Dr. Leslie any your friend is saying honorable minta kando ina ejina ho so honorable minta kando tia me wie no ina your friend say me sanso tene me nsa ema Dr. Leslie
o tinya kando nko na wo chia
David video ne ye clear minim se mo de mu twaya come de to so se mo betumi ayi ni sisi da social media time ye ba o betumi ayi di ato so I greeted him on kwa bo me so da bi say so how is the hand were they able to suit it for you and I'm saying oh yeah they did it Inti at that moment no na mabu obi e ma na beti ehwan kra mo akoye eyi first saying first scene shot no say antes no omokoye ni inside ho kwablane and he broke my hands and he give me a fist minim girl no so baby okosua boxing or no I don't know if it was a tap or it was a fist, but I was able to dodge some of the fist. Who dodge some of the fist? Now who say me didn't he? Say me say na nka me ebu ampa. So why bibi a me ebu a? Na me mpo obi a me advocating for something in whose right senses?
David, one kasa onya se ko be na obebo ba. I mean,
me ko pantan e mo oba e pa maso mako sis. Say obi otihu temu pache pothole. In the meantime, na me nya akonya sia panyin bi a me nka nche omo say to buta abanda da yi twemu say mema omo a persons with disability for no ye betumi install omo instate omo e was some of the institutions like feeder roads any highways e may be more pache potholes e bi mu betumi atata lift mu ti say isi and say me hu bi me ko arrange wo ko me ko hu bi I bi ti e friends lift mu omo no omo direct intimi ntwa lady be yi car if I would do them beside say now ko ya the car be wo me a masa are you normal are you okay enu mu nkomo de masumu tei madam ko eti adan osole pa mante me nsa ba kumpa mfa mo obi obo masumu na obi ono de gos bre me de to me nsa no so e na metumi atoto no bro e mo no ne tactics a we so no boxing nti otumi dodge kakra nti Dr. Leslie was there. Now, you see, well, let me be professional. Let me not go there. And no will be evidences, right?
Eti, ucha minta kando we no. Now kochia Leslie.
Mitia Dr. Leslie. Ewo why nyesa ina me ko.
Nyesa wunti na kando ba hoso be hageu.
No. I mean na misia omo. Okay. Misia omo no respectfully. Untumi ntia tetedie ni bi. Captain, good afternoon. Gordon, good afternoon. Good afternoon. DH, good afternoon. Yeah, be engane sa. Utia we wetia oh you know you set out pleasantries and Dr. Leslie Numpo ehono ebisa mi aba me nsei nti na ma ye boni a mekum nipa ye se ye mfa homa nkwa kekere me kon no na nipa na me di ne babone because medical superintendent no ne mani anase fo ni ni
sure
any a doctor fo
exactly
nti me di ne babone e ma me pray ne ba sei say even oni echiri mpo no bete ye mpo say sa una apra ne bana sa no pa ne de na wo hu say eyewa nti nka da moment no metere me nsampo no onfi me
all right abisha yene raf na ebo nkomo na me share video bi ana sofo Kofi Oduro say ne din no anu no me a me nua pani o say tie bodo muntie o say onu ankasa ko hospital a ohun se kwabrane or the hospital mpaso we muni atofom say team obia mfi no obia mfi ni parama da fom ho sa producer video no ho na ni pare da ho yeah, what angel? We started something. Your friends and cry. Patients' lives matter. Maka just angel, besa basoha. And near ma a pie ye was here. And in some yard for be back no. Any de raffle can the near hunu. Any de wouldn't even me. Maka just say rage, madam for one bruche, but then a year call on call. And yet, do have to be a call retirement or yari or buy ya. Raffle kiku madam for the year shame.
Me and my sister will be. Me and my sister Jiriba may her soul rest well.
Okay. Yente suffer Kofi Oduro.
Man, me sorry call, hospital, no security, nothing. Portray nonsense. They said you're penny movie anti-groma. And you can't blame them too much because you are nurses or be my meda. Me call them my general. Me patient free and pass over here from say team. Or the horse 40 minutes. Me call Achimota Hospital. Here, 5 nurses, 1 doctor, they were on tablet. And the patient was lying next to us. Me. And these ones were giggling on the internet. Asiafu amunyune. She uniform, okay, said Tramanfua, woman united bachelor. You are so heartless. Most of you nurses and most of you doctors are so heartless.
Why spy? Nurse in the mamma says you'll be a friend. Why spy?
And you see, I was saying, But says patients' lives matter than you who nipa. Ya any surgery, you or you jen near my woman. Etimisi ane. Doctor, we crack at you, so we be a Germany, die, be a baby, that no problem. But a serious no, I am now more reaction. Actually, say. I am not actually say.
There is a consequence, Doctor.
Baby,
Captain.
Kromha, obedi a draw. AC obiso. The same fence will see the so. Pania now de a drone femuno. Baby, or the war in a nipana or no. Yadi pania the one who catch us a nest. I didn't even him na metese a woman nipeduanum. A trentino war skin no. Or so, Debbie. And call flesh be an a war bettering.
Captain.
What
say, Captain?
Rap. And so the goony pad skin nimu body nimu sa.
Why tom.
Nafi nipaden sano ahono. Akra wadaoma mache. Bibi aboko. Well, we didn't have molding. Your friend was saying, "Person, wow, introduce you."
Yo, within the Dr. Ramsey Inusa.
Dr. Ramsey Inusa, we school doctor, nurse.
Medical
doctor. Medical doctor. Okay.
I'm an FMG. Foreign medical graduate.
Okay. Medasi. And come on, you boy, then I will more.
Well, in Komamo Bonadia, Meteo social media.
Okay.
Na and some koso ewo your healthcare sector no. Anya dia eye. So me in particular no. My jai practice. I don't practice.
What jai?
I don't practice.
So
I can't. I am an entrepreneur.
Okay.
And researcher. And
what jai
currently no me the political research director for the Movement for Change.
Okay.
Yes. So the me person me can say abrante otina hanu me nimne da. Me hia da. Onye madamfo ana Raf unimi.
No. In the nation.
Yes. So I want you to also put it on record say yes. It is by coincidence say ya be hia wa ha. Na captain ade aye me araho ne say Ghana Police Service. Omoye ekobia wan hwe ya there will be a time no civilians ebe to show mu in a way and manner omu hunda ewo krom hanum. And it could be instigated by political actors, especially those that have been victimized by police brutality. On Thursday, me fie ewa Belempe. Na my bedroom fie by 4:30 honum no. And minya distress call say nkrofo bi ewo pick up mu but omo suspect say omo were armed robbers. Obi oni ma Belempe bia nim say Belempe now aye area crime ekoso wo ho pa. And as an opinion leader and a politician no, I have watchdogs around my street. To no back close to me, my property, my car, for a while, I get a call. Into the menya call no say these were men be will pick up more on my parky. Me honum no. On my son call back. Abe parky were the same place. They've gone back again and on my take it the 10 no. And me friend me God say asema esi no no me see for my koshe there na ekoso. So I went outside and I spoke to one of the residents. And I was saying, pick up be afa, right side. 10 honum. Into me nanti koye. Me nanti yampa, me hu say pick up be a park tinted. And the number plate no ye GE and ye GP. GE. Into producers no crowd pictures no they would show you in the video. Into omo park here hona me call car and chain. To number one, verify if they are indeed armed robbers and now say suspicious individuals are. And that's will be a minimum. So me call pick up the chain and I introduce myself as Dr. Inusa. I'm a resident here. Can I be of help to you? Captain, from nowhere. And because they are drunk in power and tea, because they are police officers, no power.
Were they wearing uniform?
They were not wearing uniform.
Okay.
And in the car, no, some of them had earrings and budget afu. So I questioned them. I said, my name is Dr. Inusa. Can I be of help to you? From nowhere, no. The driver in the car, no, me say, me fa me kwasa se me mfi hoko. Me a doctor intidien. Just like that. Me a doctor intidien. Me fa me kwasa se mfi hoko. And of course, if somebody talks to you like this, me area, opinion leader, if there's any issue in a Belempe, pin crowd drop here, me na mo frɛ.
That's right.
Me na mo frɛ. There are so many things. Tesano police station. There was a time a crime officer be wo na oye juma ye pa. I adopted the police station every year bia no Christmas. Me mom we me ma ye de ma ko aduano ekoma. As a way, an initiative that I started say everybody should adopt a police station. No munchro mo odo. Captain, I went back from the vehicle when I realized that they were a bit aggressive, no. And when earrings near about you say no, I realized that bibi fishy. Into me call mechi. On my way out, no, na me guard. Esusa ba. Into me find me phone na me friend one COP. Ewo police headquarters say. Asema is no, but there are some suspicious individuals. Me nim baby omo free. I don't know who they are, but we need some help here. Before I realized no omo two ba me so. And I'm a guard, no. Realizing that came on them to try and came to de-escalate, not assault. Captain.
Oh, when we fika no so
so. And I'm a guard who saw action. No. By the time I realized no, omo to asheme so. Share, Captain. Me guard no ma bono ama omo hankofe me e dia to me sa to mechi hankofe me. Yeah. Me TAT. And then they threw me in the police. That time, no, police pickup be abba with the inscription police. At the time I was speaking to them, there was no police pickup. The police pickup be by, and then there was a private car into Nobia too, and then they also went on the action. And almost two share me so almost two pickup no more. And they took me to the police station. On when they call police station, some of the officers in the police station knew me. And to home and they were surprised. Say, no, Papa, I'm going to assembly. So when that officer, one ASP, Nana Bofo, I have been able to get his details. Nana Bofo. Who say, Nipa no watch no, one share assembly bano. Can you imagine, say, wako trust statement? Say, me, Oshemia. Captain, make me assault 10 people. I say me buomo. Me nimse me wa honde sa. Me nimse me wa honde de bon crofo 10. Say me wa honde de bon crofo more than 10. And then they said police juma mo ye de say omo jai. And for him to falsify his statement, and nuna a dawn on me, say Captain, there be a lot of advocates, a a lot of citizens. But we, the political actors, we do nothing about it. But and then I'll be coming. And I felt it. Imagine, say, me obi a me wo platform, ekasa. And I say, me ni petite obi. And Captain, they would have gone scot-free.
And almost so,
into the police station, honum no. And I investigate and I catch him, say, almost share one RAF. And I say, RAF, Ben, or say in line with the Rich Hospital case. Now, Captain, wow, him say movement for change. Those people who are RAF, I'm going to share RAF. Acheno. RAF, do I look like RAF?
No.
Me tinu rasta wom.
Debbie.
So about the sense, may I introduce me who I say me a Dr. Inusa now abome. So, Captain, a same way, call and then petition call IGP ho. Amnesty International has been prompted. But, Captain, a same way, Beko Nerie, me promises say I'll set up a specialized fund to finance individuals and citizens that have suffered police brutality, what I say, and unlawfully or illegally convicted under our criminal jurisprudence. I'm going to submit a petition. These police officers do not deserve to be police officers anymore. That is part of the reliefs we are seeking. Number two, we are seeking damages for assault. But, Captain, French philosopher Bika Assembly, or say law no, you see law no to perpetuate injustice, then I dare say break the law. Captain, baby. I am a political actor. I have thousands of people that I could have called on that day, and all hell will break loose. But I didn't choose to do that. Captain, I didn't choose to do that. That is why there be elections bar, and I'm not supporting that. We, the political actors, we gather our men at the police stations. We recruit people to be security guards for us at the police stations to guard our vote, because we cannot trust the professionalism of the police service. International Kosono, Captain, it's uncalled for. The advocacy now, you know. I know the ills and the rots in our health sector and system. That is why some of us cannot even work in that system, Captain, because you will be a target, you will be an enemy for saying this, for speaking the truth. Mamin Kancho was assembly. When I was in the 3rd year medical school, me be attachment be kolebu pathology. Na at that time no, ye wo mock, ye juma wo mock honum rotation. Na patient be wuye or your bar, she died from eclampsia. Captain. Eclampsia is one of the conditions a war for suffer from. It's one of the common causes of mortality when it comes to our pregnancy. Intino, amode ne ba morgue no wewu na ne ba hyeniyem. And pathologists no hwe na obisa say dey na see and doctor na operate on a lady no e buy. Do you know say omo operate lady no cesarean no omo ni moja wo ho.
Omo ye oba ne CS no.
CS no omo nyem
twa na yi akwara no.
Na moja stand by any ho. That is a risk. Na omo yi akwara no fi nie na doctor ne pathologist ne ka say oh the way the menstrual they say anyafo na o tro bibi keke. That was the first sight who rot in our medical jurisprudence.
Also we the menstrual.
Yeah. This was the first time who rot our system no more. Captain, I don't know today, but me bi me wo for bi and I say anybody could have been a victim of such medical negligence. As Minister Kayano, every year biano there's a 10 million way sika abayitua because of medical negligence. There's a lot, but people do not have the voice to speak out. People do not know their rights in this country. Intina nyema we ni na ekoso ewo krom hanum. But we are calling on the President, John Dramani Mahama. If indeed this is your research agenda, you have to start with these fundamental issues that are bedeviling our society today. Answer, Captain, we have no future. Politician biya yarea. Any minister, any MP yarea, or kwa infa kwa sanu yarea.
Kwa boche se muso say nurse for no be kuomu.
Na ya giant.
What him say hom be kuomu.
So it is an issue, Captain. It is an issue. I'm sure, sir, going forward, I'm sure, sir, you guys would follow up on the case. But police were not there. Omu who said they saw the tail of a cow, but they did not know that they stepped on the tail of a lion. Captain, justice will be served. And all of them, I will try and get their pictures one by one. I mean, my own private investigation.
All right.
I will uncover all their faces. Ebimusha mask. But we are going to write to the IGP to give us details of these officers because
for no can say for mo nya arrest o. Say e be a political party here rally ni ade do mu giringirem na ye hu won a feel say what be so yo boys here be too deep na match wo koye arrest ewo baby bronu bi so a ye the police for share uniform na eko so oh my god Raf
yeah professional negligence na ye ka ho nsem ni bia and you see some of these things nyoma say unye obi a o se obe probi into it ebebo man ne ka because at the end of the day you know you realize that one year adwuma yie and you see you are abusing nkofo ekrom ya pen and hu soldier for edi omuti gatem soldier ni na ye de oma kogina gatem agboglosi o se yemfa we na soldier for ti gatem time ye betu omu fi honom no we abuse nipa boys ya wo kan masemi so omu ya police for ampa sene honorable chire mu ya any the working and at that point you know they were going to do a lawful police duties and that unit you know ana sanko fukuo no nkofo a ye de omo ye adwuma separate kura a special a friend saying unit bi anka eni say man nkofo mpo hu omo because when o man nkofo hu omo bebrebe sampa na fi adwuma na omo ye no it has been compromised so what I say me no I feel like honorable kan you know if it is a reset agenda President John Dramani Mahama then we need to make sure that institutional break failure na away no at least we can't solve it 100. We need to start from somewhere. First ones has to be the basic ones that we need as a country. 1, with our health. 2, our security. 3, our education. Those are normal basic things. In sanitation, we should make it an essential thing as a people. And yes, sir, Charlie, in a mechanical captain, say in suo on talk. Na say good chance dan so a ebegu ankura ni mu a onuma enye yi nsuo na eto e wo man we mu no egu chance dan no so enti nsuo no e ma wadwene nya wo say ankura na yema no nsu papa bi na si wo fie ho no obanyansafo ebu ne be enka na sem ipo wo nyansa emfa nkwa adwendwe mu nsuo e form clouds a it comes as a clean water but en chance dan na ye wo man Ghana no aye fi nsuo ni begu so a ansa na megu wankura mu no na nsuo na say let's build a country.
Captain, the medicine to Johnny said, never were caution in regards to your police service. I don't blame the police per se. I blame we the political actors. But Captain, we members of a movement for change say protocol sema yede police for no. I say ejai. Say obi sorry na onim MP and also onim minister bia. Through that protocol channel, he gets recruited into the police service. Yeah, sure. We should abolish that. Because we realize the police service should be an institution that recruitments will be based on meritocracy and not your familiarity with any political actor or any political leader. And also, sisi police no abeyefo because who scar obetimetua ako police no. That is why we have some of these hooligans in the police service, giving it a bad name. But hopefully, no, you better fish them out. And we would make sure the law will deal with them. These hooligans do not have to belong to the police service. They do not deserve to be called police officers. And I promise, sir, for Captain, and now I'm in Okasano, I will take this fight on personally. Like I said, they thought they stepped on the tail of a cow, but they stepped on the tail of a lion.
But Captain,
finally,
even respectfully, in response to the dog Kai say protocols and selected people on meritocracy, no, it is very good, very, very important. But even in the fact that minimum captain and a captain IGP and a captain honorable asimisi and the Yamani protocol and the Afa Raf so may police. Raf police, you know, at that moment he took an oath of office to serve the country and not captain. So we have lost our captain. Unim say asemi esi orage we. Adeba akwa ye me yapa say none of the nurses and the medical staffers now security for input I walk it to the honorable the health ministry to go and say no. If I come out publicly to say adena omode to abrante no so no enye no kure ensisa ye be victimize no, right? But as a human, as a Muslim, as a Christian, me jina me di aka say me taking an oath to serve this country and no any institution there and a group be an association. Amrantia no eba ho, they were agitated. Say no omunipa da wa yenhwe no. Ono omu yedede. But as so obi bo obi die, it never happened. Honesty, integrity, ashreye so mine. It is a only opportunity. So obi honorable be no more opportunity to serve or mine any institution be go and serve the country. It's an opportunity that has been given. And you obi anenya, yan kasa fe no be intimidating kofo. Yan kasa fe no wemu na kofo. We are building a country. Eyes are watching, ears are listening.
Thank you, Madame Huaba. The Akano. You're the better, so maybe that's